Hello everyone, welcome to AduTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the Banknifty levels for 28th January, Friday. Only Banknifty, Nifty. I don't have time today as I'm a little busy with some of my personal work. And also just want to mention, sorry if the audio quality is bad. I'm not recording at my best setup. I'm just doing it quickly. See, today we had a pretty good move in Banknifty. We had a huge gap down, kind of remained sideways in this range and then got a breakout. My plan was the moment we opened right at the support zone but didn't enter, waited for the first 15 minutes. As we had got already a huge gap down, right? That doesn't mean that we'll start slipping further, right? Almost 650 points gap down we got. So just waited for the first 15-minute candle, and then when the second 15-minute candle formed this bearish candle, I kind of drew this range of the first 15-minute candle and was ready to trade if this breaks out or go short if this breaks down. We perfectly came until this open of 37,037, took support. This was a very good candle. If I'm just going to make the screen bigger. This was a very good candle at this rejection, and at this point the OI was not at all shedding open interest. There was strong support based on open interest at 37,000. So kind of this candle showed that we'll get a bounce from here, but we took a trade, scalp trade only after here getting proper confirmation that we are breaking out of this range, and we started scalping. And once again the previous day high, we took a scalp of just these 2-3 candles. But if somebody had taken a call position at this turning point, it was a 1,000-point move. It was a jackpot trade. Now coming for trade possibility for tomorrow, I'm going to get rid of this blue box. We'll still have this valid support zone. Before we see the trade for tomorrow, I'll just show you the pivot, the other Cambrilla pivot that we used for trading. See, since we were in this range, and I always look for an entry at a pivot level, right? A break of pivot, either CPR or any pivot point, weekly, monthly, daily CPR, or and the price action. So this Cambrilla pivot was there, break of S3. We perfectly hit R3. Obviously we didn't wait till there, we started scalping all the way, but the moment this was breaking, we took our entry and traded this. Now coming for the trade possibility for tomorrow, there are a couple of interesting things. One is, see, this is a chart where I have the monthly, daily and the weekly CPR. That's why it looks a little messed up, but the dotted lines are the weekly CPR, okay, R1. The star crossed lines are the monthly CPR, and yeah, and these straight lines are the daily CPR. Now coming for the trade possibility for tomorrow, in case we get a small gap down or something, right, this can still act as a good support zone, this area, because we have previously taken resistance here. And even today when we went up, we took support here and went. So if the price comes back here to 37,700, this area can act as a good support. That level is 37,700. And in case we break out of this resistance zone, there is a small resistance that we can possibly face, is around 38,300. So that's why I have this red zone marked. This entire zone can act as resistance. Once this is broken, right, the next target is coming in only at 38,800. Obviously we'll not keep such big targets for intraday scalping. We'll also make use of CPR pivot levels. I'm just going to turn on the CPR. See, we have R1, R2, so we'll be booking profits accordingly. So in case we get a gap up, we will wait for some retest of either previous day high, or if we get a gap up over here, we'll wait and see if there's a retest of R1, and then we will probably try and take a trade. It'll be well and good if we get a flat opening and then we start breaking R1 and the previous day high. That is a better trade. Always the breakout, if it comes from down and breaks a pivot like this, now assume we are breaking R1 with a green candle, okay. So always if a candle comes from down and then breaks R1, more likely the chances it will go and hit R2. So So we'll wait for a pullback and then see if we can take a trade somewhere close to 38,100 or 200. In case we get a gap down, right, probably the place where we will look to buy is only 37,700, and probably go short if this zone is broken, that is 37,200. Only after this is taken out, probably we can think of going short, because otherwise from either here or here we can again get a reversal. And short on the upper side is either at this level 38,300 or R1. If we get some nice rejection, we might look for a short opportunity, or in the opening itself we get a, like how we got a huge gap down of 650 points, say we get a huge gap up of 650 points and probably hit R2, we might even think of taking a short here if we get a good rejection, because previously at this level when we formed this double top, we got sell off twice from this area. If this breaks, we'll definitely trade for 39,200. And just remember this level of 39,200, for some reason tomorrow if we go there, it can act as a very important level. Why? I'll just be going to this monthly. I'm going to turn off all the CPR and keep only monthly. The same CPR that I'm using, you will not be able to find it in TradingView. It's just custom made. I have made this. You will have to use, there are many CPRs which give monthly and the daily levels, weekly and all that, so you can use that. It will be helpful. So this is the monthly CPR. This is the month. This is from Jan 1st, Jan 3rd. When we got this breakout, we went to R1, went higher. This is monthly R1 and monthly R2. Okay, so this level is not yet touched. So in case if tomorrow this level breaks 38,800, the next target would be 39,250, and we might book some profit here in case we get a nice move from R1 to R2 until 39,238, right? We might book some, because this level is never touched before. So the moment the price comes here, there is a possibility we can take some rejection from this level. So we'll be careful at 39,200. I'm not saying the market will go there, but for sure, but just in case if you go, see today we moved 1,100 points, and tomorrow with a small gap up we can easily hit that target if again we're going to move 1,000 points, right? So before that we have many other resistance level like R1, R2, and we also have the weekly pivot. See, this is the weekly CPR where today we almost tried to break it. Once this weekly CPR is broken, based on the weekly pivot, the next resistance is coming at 38,500. So wherever we get a nice entry and the closest pivots, we will try to book our profits and do some scalping that way. That is for scalping. And the overall view of Bank Nifty, yeah, if 38,300 is broken, if 38,300 is broken, then probably we'll hit 38,800. And on the lower side, if this level 37,700 is broken, we might come back to this support zone of 37,222. Now there's another important chart pattern that I want to show you in Bank Nifty. That is, we have an inverted head and shoulder forming, a beautiful one, like perfectly identifiable and exactly perfectly forming. So how the target is calculated for this inverted head and shoulder is, you take the length of this from this head to this neckline. The neckline is what we call over here, right? This is the inverted head and shoulder, and you place it where the breakout happened over here. This could be the target, that is 39,120. See, that is an extended target. A conservative target, like to be on the safer side, you can always take half of this. So if you keep this as 1365, so half of this will come somewhere over here on 38,400 or 38,500. So this is another chart pattern that is forming, which I wanted to show. So that's it for Bank Nifty. And sorry, on this daily chart, I'll have this trend line mark. We need to be careful of this trend line. See, the last time we came here, we got a little bit of sell off, right? So there will be some reaction. Either we can get a sell off or we'll get a breakout. That we'll have to see. So we can even have this trend line marked, this black trend line on the daily chart, only because we are close to these levels. What is this? See, if you are here, marking this trend line is no use, right? When the bank nifty is here, it's like another 2000 point. But from today's close, this for tomorrow, this level is only about 500 point. So we'll also have this black line marked. Let's see how things go, whether we'll get a breakout of this or some reversal from here. So that's it for bank nifty today. Hope tomorrow will be a good trading session. Thank you. And if anybody wants to learn more about this camera pivot and all that, there are some learning videos in my playlist. You can go and have a check on all these for anybody who is new to my channel. Thank you.